Okay, one of the most insane historical facts has got to be when Iran took a bunch of American hostages in 1979, but then decided to free all the black hostages and the women. Why did Iran do this, you ask? Well, first we got to go back a little bit to why Iran took hostages in the first place. And when you understand this, you'll also understand why Iran and the USA don't really like each other to this day. You see, Iran had a problem. You see, back before the 1950s, Iran's oil industry was basically completely taken over by the United States and Britain. Iran was barely getting a share of their oil. Iran said, knock, 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 hello, United States, Britain, can we have our oil back? United States and Britain said, who said we got your oil? Iran said, boy, we're not stupid out here. We see y'all scamming us. United States and Britain said, you got us, and we not finna lie, but we not giving your oil back though, for real. So Iran voted in a new prime minister that took back Iran's oil. The United States said, ooh, we can't have that. Call in the CIA. The CIA pulls up, that boy gone. The United States brings in a new guy, the Shah, and he's very friendly towards the United States. Iran said, the Shah said, look, y'all ain't even give me a chance for real. Yeah, fast forward 20 years later, he gave away all of Iran's oil and had very oppressive policies towards the people. The people of Iran said, time's up. The Shah said, time's up. Boy, you know what I got behind me? Root, root, root. Big dog United States. The Iranian people said, all right, let's see if they get to you in time. The Iranian people rose up and started hunting them down. The Shah said, oh, them folk tripping. He calls the United States. He said, yo, them folk trying to get me. The United States said, chill, we're going to get an airplane. We're going to come pick you up. We can't let our assets, our friends, suffer. The Shah gets on a plane and he dips. He said, I'll see y'all folk in the States. The people of Iran looked at the United States and said, bring back the Shah. The United States said, no, the Shah is sick. We can't give him to you right now. Iran said, we got hospitals here and jails. Bring him over. The United States said, no. And we still gonna take your oil because we're gonna bring in a new guy to still take your oil. This was the last straw for Iran. Iranian college students stormed the United States embassy and take everybody hostage. They said, bring back the Shah. The United States said, release the hostages. What are your demands? Iran said, well, they're pretty reasonable. 1, we want the Shah back. 2, we want you to leave us and our oil alone. The United States said, no. If there's something you gotta know about the United States of America, is it's very hard to negotiate with. The United States wants it all at all times. They said, hostage, y'all gonna have to hold it down. The hostage said, United States said, counteroffer, we keep the Shah, we keep the oil, and you give us the hostages. Iran's new supreme leader, Khomeini, said, look at my face. Do I look like I'm finna play with y'all? Give us back the... Hold on, are those black people? Now here's where things start to get wicked. Khomeini looked at the black hostages and said, don't the United States be like oppressing y'all and messing with y'all too? Black people said, well, Khomeini said, oh no, y'all are free to go. Plus the women, y'all are free to go. The white hostages said, Jamal, ain't you gonna put in a good word for me? He said, my name's Eric. He said, Andre, we're not here to argue about semantics. This is a serious situation. Go talk to them folk. Put in a good word for me. Black people said, all right, give us your number. I'm going to call you on my iPhone. We're going to put in a good word. White people said, iPhones haven't been invented yet. Black people said, exactly. Call me when they get invented. Oh, them folk dipped. Except a black man named Carl. Now, I don't know if this is him, but this picture goes with what I'm saying. You see, Carl was a Marine, but he was also a radio operator in the Marines. So he was privy to very sensitive information. Carl said, okay, we packing our bags, we going. They said, Carl, you can't come. Carl said, y'all seen my skin color, right? They said, yeah, Carl, but you privy to info. You're going to have to hold it down. Carl said, ain't this about it? But Carl was released 2 years later with the rest of the hostages because President Jimmy Carter, after a lot of back and forth, there's a lot more to the story than this, finally made a deal with Iran basically saying, okay, we're going to leave you alone. Just release the hostages. Iran didn't get the Shah because the Shah actually passed away. And side note, since Jimmy Carter took so long to get the hostages released, Reagan used that against him to get elected over Jimmy Carter, and Reagan then ruined the world. But that's a story for another day. Side note, to Jimmy Carter's credit, even though he lost the election, he still worked on getting the hostages until his last day in office. In fact, he got the hostages released on his last day in office. And well, even after the hostages were released, Iran and the United States relationship had never been the same since. And in fact, before the hostage crisis and after the hostage crisis, there were many more little incidents that happened between the US and Iran. What's happening today is just another piece in a story that's been ongoing for about 100 years. They just haven't taught you it in your history books. A story that I hope ends peacefully and sooner rather than...
So if you've been around, I told you how Iran was with it. They released all the black hostages. They released all the black hostages and said, we don't want to harm no black people. America does not treat the black people well, and all the black people are welcome in Iran. So there's something going on with that. Iran, they must know something. You know what I'm saying? They must have some idea, because think about it like this. Why is there so much hate towards the black man, towards the black woman? Why? But then we got Iran over here saying we wouldn't harm the black man, the black woman. We love them. What's going on here, y'all? What's going on here, y'all? Somebody give me an answer in the comments here. What's going on here? Do they know who we are? And know who we really are? Come talk to me about it.
Listen, it was reported that Iran, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Iran does not want to hurt black people. All right? They said that black people get mistreated way too much, so they don't want to hurt black people. It was also reported that Iran had hostages, and they released 13 of them, and every last one of those 13 were who? Black people. Absolutely. Now, I'm just reporting, but that just goes to show how much respect that other countries, I'm not saying all, but other countries have for the black community, including Iran. Listen, we don't want no beef with Iran. We ain't trying to go to war with Iran. We on y'all side. All right? We are on y'all side. We appreciate y'all for supporting us. All right? So share y'all thoughts. What y'all think about this? To my black community, how y'all feel? Hey, we got power, and we got more power than what y'all think. But share your thoughts below.
Grand Rising, happy Friday, everybody. I have a message this morning for Iran. I have a very important message for you guys. We, the black people, first of all, let me say, mashallah. You know, all praises to Allah, mashallah. Love, peace, and light. We, the black community, we love y'all. You know, we like this for real. We don't want no smoke with y'all, okay? But I do have something for y'all. I have something for y'all because I've seen a list. I don't know how real it is with all these different states, but I got what you need. I got what you need, okay? So the White House is located in Washington, D.C. The address is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. 20500. That's where Trump is located at. That's who y'all need to get, Trump. We are in all support. We never voted for him. We never wanted him to be our president the first time. And like, honestly, you know, it's a distraction because he's in them files. So he had to, instead of him going to jail like he was supposed to be in, because mind y'all, he's a felon. He was supposed to be in jail. He's dodging his jail time and starting wars. Something that we never agreed on. We never wanted to go to war. Okay? That was all his idea. So I'm going to give y'all his address again. It is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. 20500. Okay? That's where he's located. But, you know, just be careful because there's a lot of black people in D.C. And we really love Iran. Okay? We love y'all. Y'all people, y'all like our distant cousins. You know? We all been through, you know, the same type of, you know... Y'all know what they done to us. Y'all know what they've done to black people, and y'all know what he's doing to y'all. So, you know, we really on one page. I just want to send that and let you guys know that, you know, it's peace and love. Ain't no smoke over here. We don't want no smoke with y'all. Y'all just gotta make sure I get to Pennsylvania Avenue and get Trump. And then we could be done. Like, it could be over. Like, that's who y'all need to get, Trump. Get him. Because we didn't agree. We didn't agree on none of this. And he's just doing whatever he wants. You know, nobody does anything. Senate doesn't do anything. Congress, like, he don't listen to nobody. Trump do whatever he want to do. Like, I don't know why. We don't like it either. We actually want for y'all to get him. I'm just saying. Thank you, Iran. Bye.
Don't be saying too much about Iran. They said that we're cool. They said that we are cool. They said African Americans have been through a lot. So don't say too much. Don't go over there and don't be doing too much. And you know, if you look like us and you wearing that camo, You better not be doing too much. Because they said that we cool. They said that we cool. So I just want to let y'all remember that. Like, they said that we cool. They know that we kidnapped. They know that we're hostage. We have no nationalism in this bitch. We ain't got no say. We ain't got no motherfucking... I ain't got no say. I ain't got no say. You see, we try to give them a black woman president. An actual... Like, and she's still not even African American. The bitch is everything but... we got the lightest one. They didn't even want her. Obama doesn't count. Obama's not African American. He's not black American. He doesn't count. His dad's Kenyan. Doesn't. We have no say about anything. Don't even look at Obama. Don't look at Kamala. They don't represent us.
Now look, y'all. Don't go shooting the messenger, okay? I'm just reporting to y'all what I seen on these TikTok streets. And what I seen today made my day. Now, I've seen multiple posts where it says the Iranian people, where they captured somebody in 1987 and they released all the black people. And they said the black people have been being oppressed for too long and they have been through too much. So, therefore, us black people don't have nothing to worry about with this war. They saying that everybody that ain't black need to be concerned. And for that, Iran, I just want to say thank you. I love you. Because we share the same sentiments as y'all. We be looking at the news every day, wondering how the fuck we got here. We be seeing the news headlines. I won't say shocked, but we be seeing them. We're not proud to be an American. We are not. We didn't vote for him. We just sitting over here chilling, minding our business. And we just stuck in this situation because we do live in America. But I want to thank y'all for leaving us out of it. I see y'all be paying attention and y'all be watching these TikTok streets just like we do. So y'all can light that White House up over there. Just make sure the innocent are not nowhere around. And the black people that voted for him, y'all just got saved. We didn't forget. And don't come hopping y'all bandwagon asses back over on this side. Because y'all need to be scooped up to fight over there. But Iran, I love y'all.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, let me start by saying this. What we see on social media is not always the full truth. Sometimes it's mixed with facts, opinion, emotion, and even misinformation. Recently, there have been many viral videos talking about Iran, the black community, and tensions with the United States. Some people are saying Iran support black people. Others are reacting emotionally, even saying things that go too far. So today, I want us to slow down, think clearly, and talk about what's really going on. Not from anger, not from hype, but from understanding. Because this topic is serious, it involves history, politics, and real human life. So Kali guys, I want you to watch these compilations of video and see how Iran, it has come out and send a message to black Americans. Watch this, then I'll be back with more comment.
Hey, hold up. Hold up. Shorty say that black people are cool. Iran said we cool, and I'm just like, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think it just goes like, oh y'all, all the inner city places, y'all cool. You know, we just gonna trip off of like Hollywood and certain parts of Texas. Stop. Of course, we gotta dive into the comments like, so they supposed to just dodge us? It's supposed to like have some type of radar where it's like doo blacks? Nah, I don't think that's. You think the people with the, I don't know. How the bill is supposed to. Why they got Shamar just going through it? I gotta go find out what Shamar said. Somebody put in the comments what Shamar said. I think Shamar dropped a song or something, but I don't think the bomb's gonna just dodge us though. I don't think the military blacks are gonna just like be out of dodge either. I don't think they're gonna just be like, nah, don't get those guys that shooting at us though. They cool in the game. They not on the Epstein list. They ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't think it worked like that though. I hope so. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be in it. I'd rather not. You know, if it works that way, then fine. Hey, sign me up. Goddamn me, shine me up.
Did you know that during the 1979 Iran hostage crisis, they released 13 Black American and female hostages about 2 weeks after the U.S. embassy was seized? They basically released them because they realized and recognized that Black Americans and women in general were also victims of American imperialism. And so they released them because they were like, hey, they're less likely to be spies, so we'll let them go. They held onto the remaining 52 hostages until about January of 1981. And then those same 13 Black American and women hostages were later excluded from the financial compensation provided to the other 52 hostages by the American government.
Hey, Iran. First and foremost, assalamu alaikum. Okay. Happy Ramadan. Yes, you want to get my formalities out the way. That ain't got nothing to do with us. You know, I'm just here to speak on behalf of my people. We ain't never had an issue with y'all. My name is actually Arabic. And as a matter of fact, if you knew anything about niggas, we really do admire the Muslim community. As a matter of fact, when our brothers go to prison, they come out, mashallah. A whole lot of niggas don't even eat pork just off the strength of solidarity. Have y'all ever heard of Malcolm X? Y'all would have loved him. If only y'all knew how much black folks really fuck with y'all. Like, you know how many Samajists is walking around? My son's middle name is Ali.
At this point, either he is pretending to be unhinged so that when he is prosecuted, he can say that he can take an insanity plea, or he really is suffering from significant cognitive decline. And because like the war in Iran makes no sense. How could you be that easily persuaded to get involved with some stuff? And Iran, you don't want to hurt black people. Listen, yeah, you know, I mean, that has to say something. What does that even mean? That means that the U.S. is cut up so much that actual enemies are saying they don't want to hurt black people. What does that mean? What does it mean? Because, y'all.
When that man threatened Iran last week, he said to the protesters, don't worry, help is on the way. And he said to the Iranian leaders, y'all need to back up. And then the Iranian leaders or a spokesperson or someone in government said, we're not going to miss next time. And the U.S. at the White House level sort of quieted down. And you know what? Listen, I just remember, I'm old enough to remember, during the Iranian hostage crisis, as we called it here in this country, when the U.S. Embassy fell to the revolution there and American hostages were taken. And what most Americans remember is that the hostages were held for 300-something days, maybe 313 days or something. Americans started having a yellow ribbon to symbolize the hostages and all this kind of stuff. And the hostages were released. First there was an attempt to get them out, and that failed. And eventually they were released, and it was negotiated and worked out under Jimmy Carter. But Reagan had won the election and had worked out to hold those hostages there until he got in. So in pop culture, many people think Reagan got the hostages released with. But that's not what this video is about. You know what this video is about? When they had those hostages, the Iranians said, we're going to let the black people go. The Iranians let the black people go because they said, listen, we know y'all working here for this government, but we know you are not in control of that government over there in the United States. Y'all can go. And that's sort of some forgotten history about the what we call the Iranian hostage crisis. And so now that there's another little battle going on between this government and the Iranians and the revolution there and the battles we're having here, all I'm saying is, if y'all decide to do something, just remember, just like y'all let us go last time, leave us out of this mess.
I have one word only. I advise to the representative of the United States to be polite. It will be better for yourself and the country you represented. Thank you.
Frankly, I'm not going to dignify this with another response, especially as this representative sits here in this body representing a regime that has killed tens of thousands of its own people and imprisoned many more simply for wanting freedom from your tyranny.
Iran supports black people. Iran supports black people. Iran supported Malcolm X. They supported Malcolm X. Iran supported solidarity for black Americans. But they want us, black Americans, to go fight for the United States. They want us to go fight Iran, all for America. Iran supports black Americans. The United States don't support black Americans. The Jewish people don't support black Americans. But you want us to defend y'all. Hell no. We not stupid.
U.S. Congress still hasn't declared war on Iran. And I'm just confused by that because that really means that the president is out here starting wars and starting conflicts in multiple different countries, but we're focused on Iran right now. The president is causing wars and conflicts without Congress even approving that. Without Congress even saying that we're actually going to be participating in a war. You know what I mean? And that's like how we're supposed to know. Like Congress is supposed to basically say, so we're in a war. Like that's what the Congress does. But we just have the president causing wars and conflicts. And then no wars are being announced by Congress, but it's like they're happening. Like we see them happening. You know what I mean? That's basically how I know that the president, for some reason, has more power and authority than he's supposed to be having currently. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know what ended up happening, but it's also making me think about how there are two different sides of the government, allegedly. You know what I mean? Like, I realistically think it's all one entity. The government is one thing. But if we look at the two different sides, it's like neither one of those two sides are trying to do anything to basically gain control of the situation. That the president is just doing whatever he wants to do and causing chaos and conflict to a bunch of different countries and like kidnapping leaders and unaliving cartel leaders. All of this is insane to me. But Congress hasn't announced that we're going to war. But the president has. And it's like, we probably are because genuinely the US and Israel bombed Iran for no reason, mind you. Like they just bombed them and then tried to make it seem like Iran did something first when Iran was literally saying if they were messed with in any way, they would retaliate. And then they were literally provoked and targeted and harmed by Israel and the US. And so obviously there's going to be retaliation. I don't know. All of this is beyond insane to me, but it's the fact that like Congress hasn't even announced a war, but yet we're looking at one happening. So like, it's like, what's going on here? There's clearly no checks and balances. There's no rules. This is a free-for-all. This nation right now is quite literally a free-for-all. And I'm not joking at all.
They say what in the dark shall come into the light. And not no hidden that will never be exposed. Now we see why America hates Iran. Look at this. We never ban it, but recorders put down the 1979 crisis hostage that over 20 had, or 66 American was one hostage in the U.S. embassy in Iran because they capture America, take out a dictator from Iran that time and give him asylum in America. And who is this man? Ayatollah Khamenei, the supreme leader at that time, was upset. So they took over the embassy. And guess what? What's the problem is? They only released the 13 black who was there because what this man said Better the American. They say the black are in oppressed and mistreated and treated like slave. You can check it out for yourself. Read. So this is the vengeance and the bitterness they're carrying for this man. May his soul rest in peace, and may Allah grant him mercy to the highest heavens. We all see a Iranian, the Persian, find out the black in America were oppressed and treated like slave and second-class citizens. This man was distressed. So he said he will release only the blacks without no reason, no, nothing. Wow. Now we see and we know what's going on. I hope our brothers in America, the blacks, they are waking up. So they want to get rid of Iran. Because Iran have the truth. It was 6,000 of years Iran existed long before America. The Persian kingdom. This man defend black, and America impersonate blacks. So they kill him, and they want to capture Iran. Long live Iran and long live the supreme leader. Gone but not forgotten. America. The evil has been exposed. And up to this day, you have no right into your country. Long live Iran.
Bitch, you mean to tell me that Trump said, hey, Iran, y'all want a ceasefire? And Iran said, fuck no, bitch. It's up and it's stuck. Wow. Y'all, I can't really say that I'm surprised, nor do I blame them. Because, listen, the U.S. and Israel been asking for an ass whooping for a real long time. Like, they've been ready for a beatdown. And I'm so glad that Iran is finally saying, look, bitch, enough is enough. It's like the bully that keeps picking on and picking on and picking on. And finally, you get fed the fuck up. That you got to show them what's up. Like, the U.S. and Israel really thought they were about that life, and they were doing all this and that, right? And Iran came through, big Iran came through and said, bitch, okay, let's play. Y'all want to play? Let's play. And started for real laying hands. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Like, as their black American cousins, I am so proud to see them finally standing up for themselves, as they should, because they got a right to defend themselves. Yeah, as they should. This has been a long time coming. And it's crazy that within, like, as soon as Iran starts fighting back, right? As soon as they start fighting back, Trump want to be like, oh, you want to see fire? You want to see fire? Fuck you, bitch. No. No. Y'all gonna take this ass whooping is what they said. Yeah, Iran. Okay.
Iran, hey, how y'all doing? I just wanted to confirm, we're good, right? Like, we're good, right? We cool. Cause we ain't got nothing to do with that. I think y'all said we was cool, but I just wanted to confirm. Because I feel as though it gets to a point, but we are not that. So, all right, cool.
This message is for Iran. We, the people of California, do not identify as Americans. We identify as Californians. Californians do not agree with this war, and please keep that in mind when making decisions moving forward. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. Do you guys remember back when the big beautiful bill was being talked about and they were going through everything in it? Do you guys remember them saying that they were cutting out Medicare or Medicaid and the VA benefits? That the VA, the veterans, they couldn't get their medical benefits. They couldn't get their mental health benefits and medicine that they needed to stay stable, you know, because of the PTSD that they suffered over, you know, in the wars that they've had to go and participate in. Remember how we were just talking about, we got veterans right now that are homeless. They don't have any more medical benefits. They don't have any more mental health care benefits. Remember we were just talking about that? And the administration that took all that away from them is the same administration who's saying that they finna ask you to go out and fight for them. The same administration and the leader of the administration that when the first casualty came home from the Iran war last night, when that flag-covered coffin was brought out that plane, there was no president there to salute it. But they're expecting you. This very person is expecting you to go out and lay your life down in Iran. For what? For what? They've already shown you. You see, this is what happens when people show their true colors once they feel like they don't need you anymore. See, when there was no war going on, they were telling the veterans, we taking your benefits, we taking your health care, we taking any type of financial assistance. We don't care no more. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You getting too much money. You can't get disability and your retirement package. You can't get them both. That's too much money. This is all the things they were telling actually veterans that had already went out there to put their life down for this country under the promise of when you come back, we got you. It's so many veterans out here that have been dropped by this administration. And this same administration is now asking people to get up and re-up and go back out and do it again, to come home to face the same thing the veterans that we're watching today suffer. Who the hell is finna sign up for that? I know mine not. He can put Barron out there. He can put Don Jr. and Eric. Let them go out there. They the ones making all the money from it anyway. That family has made billions of dollars in a year. Billions. It's time for them to pay up. We can't even pay our rent, mortgage, car note, insurance. God forbid something happens, we have to go to the hospital. We doomed. But you want our lives out there while the ones are sitting back here with all the money are sitting up looking at us going, and going on about their rich business. Who the hell do they think finna sign up for that? You have already shown us you will not take care of the veterans once they return home from going out there doing your bidding. You're showing us right now that when they come home, you don't even have the decency, the empathy or compassion or respect to come out there and receive those bodies. And you think people finna line up? Put Barron out there. Yeah. If I was anybody in this country when they talking about, if I don't see Barron and Eric and Don, I ain't going. They can't arrest everybody. But I know one thing. If theirs not out there, if their kids are not out there, if Lindsey Graham folk ain't out there, if all these other Rick Scott, if y'all people ain't out there, don't ask for us. You lead by example. You believe in it so much, you make the ultimate sacrifice. Quit asking other people to do it. This y'all idea is not ours. And if it's your idea, you should back it, and you should back it with your people. If them rich folks ain't out there, mine ain't going nowhere near that motherfucker. Say what you want to say. I don't care. Excuse my language. But right about now, if Barron and Don Jr. and Eric ain't out there, don't look for mine. And I don't mean out there in the upper position. I mean where you can look down the line and see them. Yeah, just like Prince Harry was out there. He was in the Royal Military. Then the first family kids should be out here in this military. Since it's their dad is doing. Mine ain't going. I don't know about nobody else. I don't care what you say. Where theirs at. And we already know what you're going to do when they get back. So, who finna be a fool? When you done already show me what you're going to do. Once a person shows you who they are, believe them. I do. And I'm going to get on up out of here. But I got one question to ask. And this is to the MAGA supporters. Y'all sending y'all kids out there? Y'all got them ready? Y'all ready for them to be great again? Because it's going to be y'all. It ain't going to be out.
Looking at it, nigga. Boy, y'all thought this was a gang. But we do not want that smoke with y'all. Oh, God, we do not want that smoke with y'all. Hey, whatever he said, we don't got no question, gang.
What the hell you mean we are going to have some casualties? Like, what's that? What's the we all about? This is what I don't like about malignant narcissists, okay? They all do the same thing. And I wish I had the technical term for it, but they all play this game. When he wanted to be the No New Wars president, when he wanted all that credit for stopping wars and he wanted a peace prize, it was I did this. I made those commands. I am the one who made the final decision as to whether or not we should take this action. But see, when they know they've made a decision that is not good, like when they know that they fucked up, now it's a we thing. We are all in on this. We're doing this. This means that he knows he made a decision that was not good. He knows there is nothing but negative consequences that will come from striking Iran again. They said this was about making sure that they don't continue with missiles, nuclear, all that stuff. What about last year? Don't remember we struck them last year, and he said back then that everything was wiped out. We finished it. So help me out. This was an I thing, right? I wanted to do this strike. I made sure that they did not have anything else. It was my decision to obliterate everything. But now we are doing it this year. We are all in on this. And I don't like that. I don't like that. You want to send some people over there? Send ICE. You know what I mean? Y'all done sunk $100 billion into. Send them over there. Pete Hegseth can go on his own, right? Every other video he makes, this dude is doing pull-ups and push-ups, and he lifting weights. He can go. RFK Jr., right? He was just doing cold plunges and sitting in saunas and working out with Kid Rock. Send the both of them over there. But don't get up on that podium and start talking all this we stuff. This was not a we decision. This was not. This was all you. And MAGA, y'all know that this is not what you voted for. But you're in too deep. So I'm not even going to do the whole we told you so stuff, because y'all don't care. You're in too deep. And for some reason, some way, somehow, you also think this is a good idea.
Y'all keep saying this, so like, are the bombs racist? And like, they just be like, oh, nope, that's a color. Leave them alone. Or like, am I missing something? Because when them bombs get to dropping, I mean, I just want to know. And I'm not trying to fearmonger nobody or nothing like that, but I just want to know, are we like, am I missing something?
So guys, first, let's talk about the claim that Iran said they don't want to harm black people. This idea comes from history, specifically the Iran hostage crisis. During that time, some hostages were released early, including black Americans and women. The reasons given back then was political. They believed that those groups were less connected to government power. But we need to be clear. That was one moment in history. It does not mean that modern war or conflict works like that. War does not separate people by race. War is dangerous for everyone. Now, when I look at these viral reactions online, I see something deeper. I see frustration. Some people feel like they are not heard. Some feel like they don't have power in political decision. Some feel disconnected from leaders like Donald Trump. And when people feel like that, they start looking for anyone who seems to support them, even if that support is not fully real or clear. But we have to be careful. Just because something sounds good emotionally does not mean it is true or safe to believe. Another thing I notice in those videos is people saying we don't want war, and honestly that part makes sense. Most normal people anywhere in the world do not want war. War brings suffering. It affects families, economies, and everyday life. Even countries far away feel the impact through things like rising fuel price and cost of living. So when people speak against war, that's understandable. But here is where things go too far. Some people in those clips were encouraging violence or pointing out targets. That is not okay. That kind of thinking is dangerous. It puts innocent people at risk, and it doesn't solve anything. No matter how frustrated people feel, supporting violence is never the answer. Let's also talk about something important. This idea that one group of people can be safe in a war. That's not how reality works. Bombs don't choose people. Conflict doesn't check identity. Soldiers don't fight based on social media opinion. So the idea that this group is safe is not realistic. It may sound comforting, but it's not how the world works. What I think is really happening here is this. People are reacting emotionally to global tension. They are mixing history, current events, and personal feelings, and social media make it worse. It spread message fast without context. At the same time, there is also a real conversation underneath all this. People are asking, who really makes decision in governments? Do ordinary citizens have a say? Why do conflict happen even when people don't want them? These are valid questions, but we should ask them in a smart way, not through anger or misinformation. At the end of the day, this situation teaches us something important. We need to think critically, check facts, avoid being controlled by emotion online, because not everything we see is accurate. And more importantly, we should always stand for peace, not violence. My final message. So my message is simple. Let's not divide ourselves. Let's not support harm. Let's stay informed and think for ourselves. And most importantly, let's choose peace over chaos. So you can see, guys, how black people, they have come out and say how Iran, they are exempting them from this war that it is going on. So kindly, guys, I just want to read some of the comment and see how black people, they have come out and reacted on the comment section. This one is saying that their enemies are not our enemies, Nelson Mandela. So this one saying that their enemy is not our enemy. This one saying that Iran has the right to defend themselves. I stand with Iran. So this one saying that you all don't forget to thank Minister Farrakhan for that. This one saying that because they know we are the chosen ones, my son. This one saying that they know who we are. This one saying that I was a member of the United States Army station in Germany when Iran took hostage in Frankfurt, Germany back in the early 80s. And yes, I can tell you that even back then, Iran put the black service members off of the airplane when they took hostage. They have always known that as a black service member, most of us joined the service in order to make a better life for ourselves and family, because white America has always held the black people back and treated us like shit. So this one saying that Iran released black and female hostage back in 1979. This one saying that was in 1977 or 78, not recently. This one saying that correction, all praise to God. This one saying that thank you people, Iran. This one saying that humanity must stand as one against the same oppressors and occupiers. So this one is saying that the giving Trump address took me out. This one saying that Iran knows who we are. This one saying that no, she didn't give us Trump address, sweetheart. They know how to reach Trump. So you can see people also, they're reacting to how the Americans, they are sending a DJT address and telling Iran where exactly Trump is. This one saying that damn it, Iran is all right. I'm going to Iran to meet their people. This one saying that bless you and thank you, Iran. This one saying that Iran, we love you here in America for your courage. Have the utmost respect for all human life. Notice, I said human. This was saying that for the first guy, that information is almost, this one is saying that Iranian know we are the Israelites. This one is saying that other countries know how much black people have had to deal with here in the Matrix. They also know we are God's chosen people. They only want vengeance on the devils, not the good. So kindly, guys, I'm not going to end more further from there. You can also share your thoughts on the comment section. I'll be reading it on my next video. So kindly, guys, remember to subscribe and also give video a thumbs up. See you on my next one, guys. Bye bye.